Good morning everyone, good afternoon, good evening, or a good night, and welcome to the stream and to the chat. So today we are in Japan, Tokyo, and we will do a JetStar on flight with a pilot's life chapter 2. So we have a lot of clouds today. It was a little bit raining just before the stream, but the rain is gone now. So we don't expect any problems. Just a few clouds here. Some are very dark, but we will have no problems because the sun is coming. So this is a standard airport. The one thing that I noticed that I've again the pink liveries here and there, so I need to delete something. This is the airport in Tokyo. Most people will know this airport, and like I said, we fly with a JetStar today. Our plane is located here. Also the jetways are broken again. So this is our plane for today. You can already see, or if you look it up, this registration number of the plane is not from Japan. It's from JetStar Australia, the A320-200. So here is a webcam, that's me. So we will start in the cockpit, and then we can board the passengers already. So boarding time will be 25 minutes, something like that. And so we connect the jetway. So there it will come, and normally. And appear not to work. So let's try again. Okay, there we go. So we can immediately start with external power. Batteries on 1 and 2 on. Fuel pumps. And then add here 1, 2 and 3. I didn't need that. Then we go to the init page. So we do the flight request. So there we have it. Also we align this one. And then we have on this page where we have the code from the airport. Taking off a runway will be 34 left, I believe. We will check that.
Narita ground JetStar 320 request taxi for departure to the north with Mike.
JetStar 320 taxi 2 and hold short of runway 34 left using taxiway Romeo Sierra 1 Juliet Mike 1 Mike Hotel tree Alpha 10. Contact tower on 118.2 when ready.
And so 34 left.
Hold short runway tree for left via taxiway Romeo Sierra 1 Juliet Mike 1 Mike Hotel tree Alpha 10 JetStar 320.
And we have a temperature of 16 degrees Celsius, and so we can calculate this. So then we have the V speeds. But first we will board our passengers, and that will take around 25 minutes. And so we have 157 passengers and 3,667 kilograms of cargo, and then the fuel, we have 10,698 kilograms of fuel. So we will load the aircraft. 26 minutes. So and there we go. And we also use a looker tool today, so we board the passengers there as well, and then we can continue with setting up everything. First we need some lights, so beacon light come on, nav logo can come on. So there we go. And then we go to the flight number for today. We'll put that in, and that is GGP 503. And then cruising altitude will be 32,000 feet, and cost index will be 60. So we put that in. We ask also for the wind. And then we wait a bit, and there we have it. And so today we fly with a Pilot's Life Chapter 2, and this is the add-on that we use. So this is the main dashboard, and then we see that we fly for JetStar Japan. And then we also see that we have our salary of $27 an hour. I have already 130 flights and 444 flight hours, but that was from a Pilot's Life Chapter 1. But my rank is starting from scratch again, so if you see the planning, and then we fly today from Tokyo to Fukuoka or something, if I pronounce that in a way correctly. So then we see that we fly that with the A320. And so in here we have the flight, and then actually we can start the flight already. And actually this is my very first flight with this Chapter 2. And actually I'm looking how to start this flight. Because this is the first time I do this. Normally we should be the start flight button, but that was in Chapter 1 the case, not here. So that is 32,000 feet. and then we continue with preparing the flight. And so we go to the flight plan. So departure will be 34 left. So we'll put that in. And then we on Tetra we need, that's this one. And then we need NPAR like this, and then insert that. And then arrival will be 34 as well. And we need this one and insert that as well. So we have the flight plan here, and we check that very quick.
Cabin crew, boarding complete.
So in meantime we set up everything here. So that is done. We're still waiting for the boarding for the passengers. It's going pretty slow today. So cargo is already in, and that's it for now. We already set the transponder. And then we can also go to the back in the cabin, because this is a nice view here, because this is the JetStar, the interior made as well. As you can see, very nice. So we set also the speed to 220. So there we go. And then we are pretty much done. I'm just waiting for the passengers. So it still takes a while. In the meantime, we can also get rid of the cones before we forget that. I thought they were here somewhere. Shocks and cones, here we have it. And again, my side stick is not calibrated, it seems, when I do it. It works, and then after you get the message again. And we put the seatbelt sign on, no smoking sign. And then we wait. And to speed up the things, we can also start the APU already. So flight time for today is 1 hour and 50 minutes. And then I show you also the map where we will fly today. So this is the map from the right to the left. We fly today 1 hour and 50 minutes of flight time. And then here we have also our flight. I hope it's working if I do everything correct. So we are connected, on Flight Simulator connected, and the flight stage pre-flight, so I think we don't need to do anything else. In the previous version you need to push start. It don't seem to be here in the new version, so it starts automatically, I believe. And so you have also the job market here, your logbook, but there's nothing in here. And then the shop where you can buy things. Also your aircraft licenses, flight skips and flight tickets. You have also the community, where you can see the performance of other players, and also have friend requests, stuff like that. And then you have the reports. There are no reports yet, so we keep it with this page. And then we check our passengers again. So a 90, still a long way to go. And we see that it's getting dark again, and it starts to rain. So it's something different than the beautiful weather that we have the last weeks or months. So now we have a bit clouded weather and a little bit rain. So APU is ready. We can start APU bleed, and then we're just waiting for the passengers. 97, so cargo is in, fuel is in, so that's already set. Just the passengers, and we need this one. until we calculate again, but it will be the same. So actually the V2 speed is 146, VR 146, and V1 126. So we'll wait until everything is loaded up, and then we can continue with preparing the flight. But we are almost done with that. So very clouded. It's 16 degrees Celsius here. Toxic, welcome to the stream and to the chat. Welcome, and I hope you are doing well. Toxic, do you donate? What do you mean? If I donate? You can donate on my stream as well. So we can also prepare our pushback. We will do that. Toxic, there is a link down below. Also normally stream elements will give it. This in the link below. There is a donate button from Stream Element. And the country where I'm from is Belgium in Europe. Normally there will also be donate a link in the chat. Stream Elements or Nightbot will put that up, but in the link in the description you can also donate with the Stream Element, and then it goes also on the screen. So pushback is planned, and then we have 120 passengers, so 37 to go, and it's raining again. So it's very nice to have some rain. Once we were flying for weeks and weeks in the sun, and now we have rain. Nice to see. For the people from Japan, they don't like it, I guess, the rain. But here in the same way, I like it. So 124, just a little bit more. So we have a livery that we use actually from Australia, JetStar Australia, because there was no livery available for JetStar Japan for the Fenix, so that's why we use the one from Australia. You can see that on the registration number. It's not from Japan, it's from Australia, but it's from A320-200. So Toxic, where are you from? Are you from Japan or Australia? No problem, Toxic. No problem. So 133 on board. We need 157. Toxic, you are in Australia. All right, nice. One of my regular viewers is also from, not from Australia, but from New Zealand. So I still expect that he will jump in, because it's evening now in Australia and New Zealand. So we are just waiting for the passengers, and it takes a long time. It says 26 minutes or something that it takes before everyone is on board. And once again, for the people that jumped in later, we see the beautiful cabin. So this is the cabin. Very nice. Rishikesh, if I pronounce that correctly. If not, my excuse for that. Welcome to the stream, and hope you are doing well. Toxic, what part is here? Me in the GC. So Lord, it's been 28 minutes and you sub. Well, thank you for the subscription. So this is actually a very beautiful, also the EasyJet livery that comes with a painted cabin is very nice to see. So this is the cabin, and let me check again. 149, so we are almost there. So thank you for the subscription, mate. Toxic and Darkness, I just subscribed, so thank you very much. It's always a pleasure to have new members, and the more I have, the better, and more content I can give you. So I'm very glad to have you on board. And so we are almost ready. 3 more people and then we can go. And 2 more and then we are ready. Yesterday we had a bad landing. Was too focused on other things than on the runway, and a localizer and approach didn't work. I guess it had to do with the airport. It was a freeware airport that I downloaded, so I guess it was the problem with that. Toxic, you got a question, did you? What is your question? So boarding is complete, and then we can continue. So we go back to this page. Let's see, everything is okay here. Seems like. And then we have zero fuel weight of 60.3, let's say 60.3, and then 28.7, We put that in, and that's not correct. So 0.7. We put that in, and then it calculates. So we just wait for that, and then we go to the performance page. So that is a set 146 for V2 and 146 for VR, and then it was, let me check, uh, 126 for V1. So there we go, and then everything is set properly. So Toxic, let's go. Get that fuel and start it up and go. And you have a big question. Well, shoot. I try to answer it. So we ask for pushback.
Toxic and D4ness, subscribe to the channel.
So we start our pushback, and then we listen also to the safety briefing.
Please watch the following video for your safety instructions. Please pay close attention. Securely fasten
And
your seatbelt
we have a
tight and low.
little problem here.
Lift the buckle to unfasten the seatbelt.
Toxic and Darkness, so you have a question, you cannot sponsor your channel, you can always do that, and you have 107 subs. Sounds familiar. So, and I know the game that you are streaming, I know that game. Kabir, hello, welcome to the stream and to the chat. I hope I pronounced it correctly.
Other electronic devices must be switched off during takeoff
So,
and landing.
and it seems my planning is not working properly. The pushback truck is just pushing me forward.
All baggage must be stored securely in the nearest storage space. Don't leave any baggage in the
So
aisle or
we
in front of the emergency exit.
cancel that.
Some seats have no space underneath for baggage. Please avoid overloading.
So engine number 1, number 2 is started. We start engine number 1.
Emergency exits on this aircraft can be found in the safety instructions. Please confirm 2 of the emergency exits
And then we
closest
stop
to
the pushback. So this is Flight Simulator 2020.
In poor visibility, follow the emergency lights to the exit.
And we fly actually with a pilot's life. And this is the add-on that we fly.
Place the mask over your nose and mouth and adjust it to fit. In an emergency, fasten your seatbelt tightly and take a position to protect yourself against impact. 救命胴衣は座席下または肘掛け下にあります。Your life vest is placed
So,
under your seat or under the armrest.
engine number 1 is available,
頭からかぶり留め
and
金を
then
かけます。
we can continue.
Put the life vest over your head.
So taxi light can come on,
紐を左右に引いてしっかりと締めてください。
and if you
Fasten
lead
the
off,
buckles and
if
pull the
you
straps
off,
firmly around you.
and then we are ready to taxi.
乗務員の指示に従い、非常口で引き手を引いて膨らませてください。Inflate
So,
the vest
there we
by
go.
pulling down the tabs only at the exit when you receive instructions from the crew members. 膨らみが足りないときはチューブから息を吹き込みます。Blow into the tube for additional inflation. 非常口には脱出用シュートがあります。Each emergency exit has an escape slide. 乗務員の指示に従って滑り降りてください。Follow the crew members' instructions and jump onto the slide. 手荷物は持たないでください。状態を起こして。
So we have a bit of stuttering.
Don't take anything with you. Sit upright to keep your balance. 滑り降りた後は機体から。
Kabir, do I play other games before I started to stream? Yes, but recently, because of the streams that I do, I don't do anything else than Flight Simulator 2020. So in the future there will be also X-Plane 12, but for now it's only Microsoft Flight Simulator 2020. So we do that from Monday to Thursday, sometimes on a Sunday, and like today we do it a bit earlier. Normally I do it in the evening, 9 o'clock European time in the evening, but now it's 11 o'clock here in Europe. So we do an extra flight with a pilot's life. My next live stream is this evening, 9 p.m. Then we have a flight in Europe with no, in North America with JetBlue. Toxic, I think we already did that flight from Gold Coast to Sydney, but you can always put in a flight request on my Discord channel, and then I see if that is possible. Because if you put that in here in chat, I never find it back. So all the flight requests need to go through Discord. There's a page for it, and there you can put in the flight request. Kabir, have you flown any flight in India? I think so, that there was already a flight in India, and I don't know when the next flight will be, but there's always a chance that we do a flight in India. Just check the videos of my channel, and I believe there was already a flight in India. But if you have a flight request, just put it in my Discord channel, and then I'll try to do it as soon as possible. Of course, the flight time cannot be more than 2 hours and 30 minutes. I'm also asking a flight time of minimum 1 hour and 30 minutes, something around that. And if possible, real life routes with the company that flies that. So strobe can come on, and then we do the takeoff lights. So there we go. Flaps 1.
Cleared for takeoff runway 34 left JetStar 320.
And then we set this to 0. And then we line up. And then we are ready to go. So we have a bit extra space to take off. So here we go. So toga, and there we go. And then we have a 120. And today we're flying the joystick. And there we go. We want to rotate. We're actually a bit late. And then we have a positive rate of climb. Gear up.
JetStar 320, continue for north departure. Narita Tower, JetStar 320, continue for north departure.
So this is our departure. In the meantime, it stopped with raining again. And then we actually don't see anything anymore. So we go to climb mode. So there we go. And it seems we are not following the plan. So we go direct to this one and see what it will do. And then we really need to make speed because we're almost stalling. And I need to take manual control because otherwise we will stall. So it seems the plan is not working. So flaps up. So I don't know what the problem is with the plane or with the plan, because normally it should follow our course here. So we are at 6,000 feet. So 7,000 feet, and it seems to working now. And then we are a maximum speed of 250 here. So I don't think we need to reset the plan. And there goes my autopilot because I touched my yoke. So we have no visual at the moment. Kabir, Kamik, sir, give me a shout out and subscribe, and what kind of shout out you want to have.
JetStar 320 contact approach on 125.
So we have a visual again. So Japan is a very beautiful country.
125.3 for JetStar 320.
I like to visit the country once.
JetStar 320, 7,000 feet.
JetStar 320, approach altimeter.
You have also a different kind of weathers, of course. It's not always sunny, but you have also snow. So now we are following the flight plan. So we had with this to do.
122.0 for JetStar 320. Shimabusa approach JetStar 320, 7,000 feet.
JetStar 320
In the meantime, we also see that we have the flight here on a pilot's life. So it starts tracking the flight. And then at the end of the flight we also will get the
Going to 125.3 JetStar 320.
rating and stuff, all the information, how well we did it. Kabir Kamek, well, that's just your name, and I hope I pronounce it correctly. Because sometimes those names are pretty difficult for me to pronounce. But I hope I did it well. Kabir Karnik, thank you for the subscription, and welcome to the family. The more people that subscribe, the better and more content that I can give you. So we are climbing again to 32,000 feet. And then we can continue our way. We make a turn, as you can see here, and then we are in the right direction.
119.35 for
Yes, thanks, bye. You spelled it correctly. Thank you. Well, I'm happy to hear that. So this is our plane for today in JetStar, Japan. A beautiful country in Japan. Toxic, how long is the flight? Well, 1 hour and 50 minutes.
Subscribe to the channel.
So we are flying for 8 minutes, and we still have 1 hour and 42 minutes to go.
ただいまシートベルト着用のサインが消えました。突然の揺れに備えて座席にお着きの際には常にシートベルトをお締めください。また毛布をお使いのお客様は必ず毛布の上からシートベルトをお締めください。座席の背をお倒しになる際は後ろのお客様にご配慮くださいますようご協力をお願いいたします。まもなく前方のスクリーンで NHK ニュースをお送りいたします。Ladies and gentlemen, the seatbelt sign has just been turned off. However, we recommend that you keep your seatbelt fastened while seated. If you'd like to use a blanket, please fasten your seatbelt over the blanket. This is to ensure that your rest is not disturbed. Also, please take care when reclining your seat to show consideration to the passenger seated behind you. We will soon be showing NHK News. We regret the soundtrack of NHK News is only in Japanese. Thank you.
So that was our flight attendant.
皆様、
And there
本
she's
日も
gone.
日本航空にご搭乗くださいましてありがとうございます。シカゴ到着までの機内サービスについてご案内いたします。この便では間もなくお食事をお持ちいたします。 本日のお食事は牛丼四川スタイルもしくは若鶏の柚子胡椒桑焼きでございます。数に限りがありご希望に添えない場合もございます。どうぞご了承ください。フライトの半ばにはジェノベーゼ風のポテトパンをお飲み物と一緒にお持ちいたします。客室の中央と後方のドア付近にはスナックやお飲み物などをご用意したスカイオアシスがございます。ぜひお立ち寄りください。また到着前にはエアーモスバーガー、クリームチーズ、照り焼きバーガーをご用意しております。
So,
Ladies and gentlemen,
again.
thank you very much for flying with Japan Airlines today. We would like to inform you about our service until arrival. We will serve you lunch shortly. The meal choices are soy graze and salted chicken with accented by yuzu citrus flavored chili paste or gyudon citrus
So now you
style.
need, now you know what you can eat as well.
Please note that there may be cases when we will not be able to accommodate your request due to the loading number of meals. In the middle of the
So
flight,
almost
we'll be
16,000 feet.
serving basil flavored stuffed potato stuffed bread with beverages. There will be sky oasis in the middle and the back of the cabin. Please feel free to stop by for snacks and beverages. Also, we'll be serving breakfast like an air moss burger, cream cheese teriyaki. So, please relax and enjoy. Once again, welcome aboard.
So finally we are done with that. So now you know what you can expect for dinner or lunch. So we turn off the volume again. So there we go. This is our flight plan. So we are just turning in a circle and then we go straight to our destination. So flight time 1 hour and 50 minutes. So mostly I always say something about the company. So JetStar Japan is actually founded in 2011, started operations in July 2012. So the main base is Tokyo Narita. It has 21 aircraft and the average age is 7.9 years old. So they have actually one type of plane, and it's this one, the Airbus A320-200. They have 19 planes of them. And actually they have also the A321 and Neo. They have 2 of them, but they are not flying at this moment. So they are both parked. I think because of the pandemic. And then once again, for the people that just jumped in, we go to the cabin again, and as we see here that the cabin is a bit different than the original. So we have other colors. The orange looks very nice. Just do a tour here. Also the EasyJet has that, and some others. The plane where we were flying yesterday with also have a custom cabin. So there actually the seats are painted. So it's nice to see that, and we will see that more and more. So it's included in delivery package. So then we go to the back here. And we cannot open anything here. can also not go further than this. So we need to go back. So the back of the seats are not done, but looks already nice. I don't know exactly how it looks inside the JetStar plane, but this looks very, very nice. So we go back to the cockpit. And then we will close this door. And there we go. And then we can take a seat again. And then we can enjoy the clouds that we see. So in the meantime we are at 24,000 feet after 16 minutes. So everything is under control at the moment. Yesterday we had a very, very bad landing, so I hope it will go well today. Also the airport where we fly today, it's a freeware airport, so I hope it don't give any issues. Unlike yesterday, the ILS was not working properly, or the approach mode and a localizer were not working. So I guess it has to do with the airport, but we will test it today. So the destination airport is a freeware airport, and actually it's 2 in 1 combined, and we will test that out today. Also for this evening we have a flight in North America where we fly in JetBlue, and I believe we fly to Boston. It was actually a flight request, so I will do that this evening. 9 o'clock PM European time. Just to make sure, I'll try to search for the stream for tonight, and I give you the correct information. So the stream for tonight is from Bermuda to Boston in the USA with the Fenix A320-200, so the same plane as we fly at the moment. And tomorrow we switch to the 737-700 from PMDG. There we have a new message. So it's again the flight stick that is not calibrated. So in the meantime I do some research.
Going to 134.15 Japan Air 1901.
So once again, this is a JetStar in Japan and not the correct identification number, but this is actually the plane from Australia. There was no livery available for JetStar Japan for the Fenix, so we used this one. In the meantime, we are at 32,000 feet and we are at cruising altitude. And then also I show you again the map for today. Once again, 1 hour and 50 minutes total flight time.
134.15 for JetStar 320. Tokyo Center, JetStar.
And then also I show you what you can see on a pilot's life. And so here you can also follow your flight. And so that's what the tour we already did. A bit weird, but we're doing okay. Then we have a headwind of 100 knots, and that's why the plane is a bit like this.
Tokyo Center, JetStar 320, flight level 320.
JetStar 320 Tokyo Center. Continue as planned. Tokyo Center, Japan Air 191 is at flight level 220, descending 10,000 feet. Japan Air 191 Tokyo Center. Continue as planned.
And there we have the rumbling sound again. And excuse me for a second, there's someone on the
Tokyo Center Starflyer 53 is passing flight level 360, descending 10,000 feet. Starflyer 53 Tokyo Center. Continue as planned.
So I'm back. So we have a headwind of around 100 knots today. It's very high. So we are a bit in like on the sea. I hope we don't get seasick. So once again, I show you a Navigraph. That's a route for today. And then we can see for another view. We'll take this one. What you can see is that there is no wing flex at all here in the Fenix A320. In the PMDG you have that. Also the fly-by-wire and the headwind A330 you have that, not in the Fenix. So I hope they will update that as well. The wind is very strong. So we will see what that will give during the landing. So for the people that are here watching, what is your favorite plane? Is that the PMDG 737, the Fenix A320, the fly-by-wire, headwind, or the just flight 146, or other planes? Just let me know in chat. What's your favorite plane to fly with? So for me, actually the Airbuses are nice, the headwind, the fly-by-wire, also this one, and also the PMDG, very nice. But the plane that I probably like the most, and not in the beginning, but since I get it better and better, is actually the just flight 146. I like to fly that one. It's a bit more difficult than the PMDG and the Fenix and the real jetliners. So you can see that we have a lot of wind here. And then I show you also on Simbit World's Pilot's Life Chapter 2. And you can see that we are here now. We come from Narita. So we are 34 minutes in the air.
Level 400 descending 10,000 feet.
No, flight time is
New Sky Tree 7
30
Tokyo
minutes.
Center. Continue as planned.
And then we see also the report. After the flight we will get a report, and I will show that as well. And I'm sorry for coughing, and my nose is closed, so no excuse for that. I hope it will be better in a few days. So 31 minutes we are in the air, and then we check our flight plan. And then we can put our destination airport in here. And so that is RG and then FF. Put that here, and then we can see our distance that we need to fly until the airport. So that's 390 nautical miles that we still need to fly to our destination airport. So we have still some time to go. And we see that we have still the strong headwind. So for the people that have a flight request or something, then you can always put it in my Discord channel. There's a special page for a flight request, so you can always put that in there, and then I can find it back. If you put it in chat, it's possible to check everything. Then just put it in Discord, and then I will find it very easily. It would be nice if we have the wing flex, because especially in this weather, this wind, you will see a lot of wing flex. Toxic, what are you dissenting? What you mean with that? Is your question when we will start our descent? If you want to know that, then we still have more than 300 nautical miles to go, so this will take a bit longer. When I go on a land, well, in 1 hour and 15 minutes, then we will land.
Alpha Wing 712, you are 74 miles northeast.
Of course, we are not going that fast because we have a lot of headwind, so it can be a little bit longer. Because we have only a ground speed of 377, and we have a headwind of almost 100 knots. So that's a lot. So we will land around 2 hours. So let's say 1 hour and 30 minutes, then we will land. So, and I will just close my webcam and mute for a second, and then I will be back. So, how was my day? Well, my day is okay. So, a busy day today because we have 2 streams today. One right now, and then also this evening we have another stream. In the meantime, there is so much to do. But it's a nice day. So I'll put the webcam on again. Here I'm back. And the weather here in Belgium is also not that great. It's clouded, not that warm. And then try to find another view. Here we have. So, Toxic, how is your day? Toxic, you cannot spam symbols, not more. If you spam too much symbols or other things, then the message automatically get deleted. And we have a connection lost again. A long time ago. Also yesterday I did once, but after the SIM update 9 I didn't have any problems with it, and now again. Toxic, that's very nice to hear that your day is good. So wonderful. And there we are connected successfully. But you can go now. Okay, there it goes. Dylan, have a wonderful day, or I don't know what time it is in your country, but have a nice day, mate. See you soon. And then we check the wind again, and 94 knots wind, so we struggle to get more speed. So in the meantime we are flying for 41 minutes. And I hope we get on time before the dark. And I see that it's still on start, so we turn that off. And also this jump seat can move, only it cannot open, so it's not a seat, it's a stand, it seems. And then we check the pilot's live again. I show you. So this is our flight until now. And so we are flying for 42 minutes, almost 43 minutes. And so for the people that are interested in this add-on, well, it's a very beautiful add-on. It's very simple actually, and I like it when it looks very simple. Everything is very easy to do. Even the part 1 of it was even more simplified, but it still looks wonderful. And you have always some place to fly to, so that's always nice. If you don't know where to fly to, well, a pilot's lab give you always a place to fly to. Last week we did actually a flight with On Air company. It's also a nice add-on. It's actually starting up your own company. Here in the pilot's life you work for a company as a pilot. So people always feel free to join the chat. If you have questions, then let me know. Also, if you like the content and the live stream, if you like the channel, please like and subscribe. So it will help me to give you better and more content. And if you find that it's something not good or can be better, also let me know. And so here's a flight plan again. So there is also the news about the PMDG, that the 600 will be around $50, so it will be a bit cheaper than the 700 series. So I expect that the 800 will be more expensive again. So if there are people from Japan, also let me know. Always nice to have people from the country where we flying in. So so they can also give some information about the weather, the local weather, if it's correct, like in the sim. Then we go back to the cockpit and then we check our distance. So still 292 nautical miles to go.
Japan Air 2019er, contact Tokyo Center on 125.6. Good day.
And then we go back to the flight plan. I hope that I have enough fuel. It seems like, because it's in kilograms. Last week I forgot to put it in kilograms. It was actually with the PMDG. Normally it was in kilograms set, but because of an update, I believe it was, it changed back to LBS, and then we had not enough fuel on board to do the flight. I just saw it when we already were in the air, so that was a bit late.
Japan Air 2016, you are 54 miles north. Descend and maintain 3,100.
So we need to be here at 4,000. So we can already set that. Like that, and then we are ready for when we need to start our descent. So with 50 minutes that we are flying. And then we have some nice scenery here down. And now we can see some little wing flex, just a little. I believe it's not enough. So also tomorrow, this evening and tomorrow and the day after, Thursday, there's also a stream at 9 PM and maybe Friday the same hour as today at 11 AM European time, but not sure about that yet. So like I said, this evening we fly in North America to Boston, from Bermuda to Boston in the A320-200 from Phoenix in JetBlue livery. And let me see again here. So 263, that's what we still need to do. And then we can check here for our top of descent, so that will be here. Again. So, Lanok, welcome to the chat. Hope you are doing well. And hello, how are you doing today? Well, still a bit the same as yesterday. I'm sorry, I'm still coughing and sneezing and whatever. So still not 100% okay. I hope it will be better tomorrow. So, but thank you for asking. So I hope you all are doing well as usual. So in the meantime we are flying for 53 minutes and we have around 250 nautical miles to go for our destination airport. The airport is freeware, so we will check that out after. And we were waiting for the bears today, but we already departed. And we have a lot of wind today as well, around 90 knots now. Before it was around 100 knots. And so and then we see a check here. And pilot's live again. It's nicely following our route. So, and no issues, and we are around halfway. So that's good. The flight will take a little bit longer because of the headwind, the strong headwind. GW Fayez, if I pronounce that correctly. Hello, hello, and welcome to the stream and to the chat. How are you today? Hello, Doc. I was waiting for it. Today we learn some Japanese, and 3 is really where I can see that the best because one screen is a bit further away. Mitsumi or something, and 4 is Yotsume. No joke, it's serious. Well, I try to pronounce it, but I guess it will not be good. Perfect. I don't think so, that it was perfect. But in Japanese it's not my language. I don't think I know one word of it. But we always can learn. So 223 nautical miles to go before we reach our destination. So like 100 nautical miles we start our descent, and then we can prepare for a nice landing, hopefully better than the one from yesterday, because the one from yesterday was pretty bad. Fever today, I didn't take it this morning, but I don't think I have fever, but just feeling not well. And do you have a flight later today? Yes, we fly from Bermuda to Boston, and we do that with the same plane as we're flying now, so with the Fenix A320-200 with JetBlue livery. So that's the flight for this evening. If everything goes well, if I don't get sicker, then we will do it. So, and then also tomorrow we have another flight, but that is in the PMDG 737, and I believe it's a nice livery, and I need to check for that. So yes, so with flashy yellow livery that we fly tomorrow, and then we fly in Brazil with the PMDG 737-700. Also Thursday we fly the PMDG 737-700 in Australia. So then we fly from Townsville, Queensland to Brisbane. So, but that is for Thursday and Friday. I don't know yet if we do a flight, depending on how much time I have, and then we can maybe do an on-air company flight again with the 146 from Just Flight, but we will see that. And so here is a map. So we passed halfway, and of course my head is in the way to see the destination. Lanok, no flights in Africa? Nope, not this week. Next week, Monday we fly in Africa, because Africa comes after Australia and New Zealand. So we do that on Monday, and then Asia on Tuesday, and then again Europe on Wednesday. So Monday we fly in Africa. Andrew, where are you from? Well, I'm from Belgium in Europe. And welcome to the stream and to the chat. Hope you are doing well. Where are you from, Andrew? Andrew, you are from Greece. Oh, beautiful. But it's not that beautiful at the moment, I think, because there is a lot of fire, I believe. So that's so nice. I hope you don't get affected by the fires. Yeah, I heard that on the news yesterday or the day before, that there were a lot of fires, and that there was already one fire very close to a village or a city. So it's very dangerous. But otherwise, Greece is a beautiful country. We had already a flight in Greece, I believe, but we will do another one very soon. So we have still 90 knots headwind, and our ground speed is 384. Andrew, you just started playing Microsoft Flight Simulator, and you would like to download a pack for an F-16 aircraft. Do you know how I can import this pack to the game? What do you mean? Is the F-16 already in the game, or you just want to put in a livery? If that is the case, then you just need to download a livery and put it in your community folder. And the aircraft and F-16, if that is what you want to import, I don't know if that is available. But normally everything goes into your community folder. No problem, Andrew. It also depends if you know where your community folder is. No problem. Some people don't know it when they just start to play with Microsoft Simulator. and it all depends where you installed your game, if it's Steam or it's from the Microsoft Store, and also on what drive you stored it. Lanok is your neighbor in the Twilight Zone. Lanok is your neighbor. So, and there we have another plane from the Tyler. Now we are flying. So we see a little bit of a flex now, but I believe it's still not enough. Especially with the headwind that we have now, 90 knots, before it was 100. So and then we check our destination information. So at our destination airport it's 20 degrees Celsius and we have a wind speed of 11 knots. And of course, and nobody tells me that the map is still on. There we go. I forgot to turn off the map. So if you see that it takes too long, then let me know, otherwise it stays forever. I'm watching three screens, and sometimes I don't see it that the map is still there, because one screen where my OBS is playing, it's covered with all other things, so I don't see everything of that what I'm streaming. You subcompact, good morning for you. Well, for me it's also morning, but for you it will be even more morning. So welcome to the stream again, and hope you are doing fine and that you can have a wonderful day. So we are flying today with a JetStar Japan. Kabir, hello again, welcome back, mate. And we are almost at our destination. So flight time is 1 hour and 50 minutes, probably a bit more. And we still need to do 158 minutes, nautical miles, I'm sorry, to our destination airport. So we will descend very soon, I believe. Like here, so oh, 1 hour and 10 minutes we are flying with this beautiful airplane. And then we also, for the people that just jumped in and didn't see the cabin, this is the cabin. It's a bit more orange, so it's a nice cabin. So it's the same color a bit of the EasyJet. Just the seats are black. But it's very nice. Kabir, sir, what's the purpose of the display next to the horizontal display? So you mean this one? Or this one? Lanok, where's the first class seats? We don't have a first class in here. It's all economic. So the first class is actually the jump seat. That's first class. No, it's not a seat. It's a stand, because you can only open this, and on the bottom you cannot open. Or I didn't find it yet. So we can already enter our destination data, and then we go to the performance page, next phase and next phase. So QNH is 1008, and then temperature is 20 degrees Celsius. And the wind, you see, it's 350. We'll check that again. 350. And that's not correct. Like this, and then 11 knots. So there we go. And then we wait until we are close enough to our top of descent, and then we can descending and prepare for landing. Unlike Lanok already knows, yesterday it was a bad landing. So Kabir, sir, I mean the display which is on your right hand, yes, my right hand side of your main displays. So yeah, this one, or you mean this one? It was like the horizontal one. Next to the horizontal, oh, you mean this one. So this is actually where you give them the engine throttle, your N1, N2. So this is the actually power that you give to your engines. So we are now at 89%. It's always changing, so 85.3, so something like that. In cruise we use that. Also you give you get the faults here, and then you can see that we have a company message, and the brake fans are on. So, and also here you have the total fuel on board. So that's what that tells actually everything about the engines. And so we go back to program, and then we see that we have 122 nautical miles to go, and then we can start our descent here at Ruvek. And then we pray for a nice landing, of course. And today I tried to land with a joystick again. No, before it was always getting going better with a joystick than with a yoke. But the recent flights I did with a yoke, and it was actually going pretty good. Yesterday I flew the joystick again, and it was not good. But the whole approach was not good, so. So we are just as on the sea, we are going and moving all the time. So we have a headwind again around 100 knots. And then just a little bit further and then we can go and down. So we go to the performance page again. So everything is set well. And then we wait for the point that we need to go down, and then we can change the view again. So in the meantime we are flying for 1 hour and 17 minutes. So Kabir, sir, what is the use of trimming while landing? Well, to stay or let your plane stay in the same at the same altitude or same descent. It's depending what you want to do. So just that you don't need to pull your yoke or joystick all the time, but that you can go down very smooth without pulling on anything. So it's actually just trimming. Landok, today's package, please. Today's package. I have a lot of these at the moment. My table is full with it. So nothing more than that. I also drink this chocolate milk. So some other vitamins than usual. And actually, Kabir, with this plane you don't need to trim actually for your landing. And there we go again. So we are almost at our on top of the descent point. And then we can go and down.
Starflyer 53, you are 100 miles northeast. Descend and maintain 4,300 feet. Expect vectors, ILS runway, tree 4 approach. Descend and maintain 4,000 feet. Expect vectors, ILS runway, tree 4 approach. Starflyer 53.
I just need to hide the cam for a second. So I'm back, and then we can start our descent right now. We're in 5 nautical miles, and then we start our descent. And this is not what I needed to see. The wrong button, of course. So here we are again. I think gummy bears, because the bears were not loaded because you were not here when we started, so but I brought some gummy bears in case you will show up today. So gummy bears, that's what it is. A lot of them, 3,000 kilograms gummy bears. Because I don't eat that, so you can have them all. 3,000 kilograms. So we just started our descent, and then we'll wait until we can land, and hopefully we have a better landing. So Lennox, if you have a cargo for this evening, let me know, and then I can place it in the plane. Because we fly in North America, so from Bermuda to Boston. So maybe black bear, brown bear, something like that. Or some penguins. And then I show you the map again. So I will just zoom in and replace it a bit. Otherwise you only see my head. I think this is better. So that is our route that we will do. That's also our approach. Just the same like that. So in meantime we are at 26,000 feet, and then we go onto 4,000 feet, and then we are ready for landing. So we have still had a wind of 67 knots. Our ground speed is 385, and we are flying for 1 hour and 25 minutes. So around 25 minutes we will need to be at the airport. And let me check the views again. Oh, nice scenery down here. Japan is a very beautiful country. And we had some light rain when we departed, but now we don't have any rain anymore. And it's 20 degrees, so it's a nice temperature. And so 21,000 feet, and then we see that we still have on the wrong button 48 nautical miles to go. And then we see also the flight plan for today's flight, and actually the approach is just the opposite. $20,000 feet. Lanok Beer of Japan Festival 2021. Fukuoka Castle. Okay, good to know. Excuse me for 1 second. So I'm back here, so we make a left turn in 17,000 feet. And actually I also need to see what runway I need to take. Just a full stop landing.
37 miles northeast, 16,300 feet with Quebec to land.
JetStar Tree 20 Fukuoka Tower.
Now we are lucky, so runway 34.
79er, wind 018 at 1 tree. Enter left traffic runway tree 4.
Fly left traffic runway tree for JetStar Tree 20.
So wind 18 at 13 knots. Time we are almost at 14,000 feet. And actually we are a little bit early, otherwise we could see the sun going under. So Lanok, that beer, I didn't know that beer, also never tried it, so but if I ever have the chance I will try that beer. Check here again. 12,000 feet at the moment. So we're coming closer. For the people that want a landing rating, well, you can always put it in chat what you think what will be my landing rating. $11,000 feet, and then I can prepare for a landing as well. Here the landing lights can come on. So we need to slow down first and give it some help from the speed brakes. So then we slow down to 250 knots, and then we can go down further. And then we have heavy clouds. Lanok landing today, 1 speed, 2 no grass in the wheels.
皆様にご案内いたします。この飛行機はただいまからおよそ10分で着陸いたします。シートベルトをしっかりとお締めください。なお化粧室の使用はお控えください。これから先、飛行機をお降りになるまでの間、すべての電子機器の電源をお切りください。また、座席の背、テーブル、足置き、個人用テレビ、並びにコントローラーを元の位置にお戻しください。
Now we get it in English.
Ladies and gentlemen, we will be landing in about 10 minutes. Would you please securely fasten your seatbelt and refrain from using the restrooms? May we ask you to switch off all electronic devices until you are outside the aircraft. Also, please return your seat back, table, footrest, personal TV set and controller to their original positions. Thank you.
So we are at 9,300 feet. I'll put the volume back up.
Fukuoka Tower, Starflyer 5, tree, 2 miles northeast, inbound ILS runway, tree 4 approach. Starflyer 5, tree, Fukuoka Tower. Altimeter 29.77, wind 008 at 17.
So we try to not put any grass in our wheels. So that's our priority. We also try to not crash, of course. And we need to keep an eye on our speed. So in the meantime we are flying for 1 hour and 35 minutes. And then we can see that we have a speed indicated of 230. She says, Lanok, she says in Japanese, speed and no grass in the wheels, and of course, good luck. Now you can drink Coca-Cola. Alright. Well, it will be a beautiful landing today. Maybe not for us, but for others. So I try to slow down the plane. Then hopefully we have a decent approach, and then we also have a decent landing. Yesterday it was a mess, so today we hope for better. So auto brakes on medium, brake fans are still on. And we are almost at 7,000 feet. And then we go to flaps 1. Use subcompact currently in a moving car, so I have the illusion of a plane. Oh, very nice plane. Very nice. We go back to the cockpit. So flaps are at 1, and then we can slow down even more. We go to 160, and then we take the turn. Actually needed the other side. So the place where we land today is freeware, so it's not standard from the game. So we make the right turn, after that we take another right turn, and then we are lined up with the airport. So we will land on time. So we go to flaps 2. You subcompact, I hope you are not driving by yourself and watching the YouTube, because that's very dangerous. So we go to flaps 3. And then we make the last right turn, and then we are lined up normally. 5,300 feet. You subcompact, of course not. Well, very good. So we put a localizer on, so that's already working, and then we can also push the approach button, and then normally we are good to go. And I also put the recorder on, so Lennox forgot to say that, but I have it. And we see our runway in the distance. So record flaps, gear down, speed and good luck. Well, especially that last we need. So flaps 4, so full, the same. So I try to go to 150 now.
Japan Air Tree 0, contact Fukuoka departure on 119.1. Good day. 119.1 for Japan Air Tree 0.
So 3,400 feet, and we have the runway here. There's a plane in front of us. So at the moment everything is going well. ILS is working, so we are doing fine. So this need to be a perfect landing. GH77, welcome to the stream, mate. How are you doing? Hope you are doing well. All thumbs up. Prepare for a smooth landing. Well, we try to do that. So 2,500 feet. And we have clear visual of the runway. So for now we are doing well. Yesterday it was a real mess. A lunchtime for GH77, and he is so happy. Well, for me it will be, if I'm landed, then I will eat my lunch as well. And then I already need to prepare some things for the stream this evening. And then I need to pick up my son from school.
JetStar Tree 20, follow the Airbus on final.
Lanok, here we go. Good luck, and one thumb up from Lanok. Thank you very much, mate. So we have just approval to land, so we will do that. So 1,500 feet. We land with a joystick today, same as yesterday with the same plane. Only the outcome will be different, I hope.
Contact ground on 121.7.
So 1,200 feet. And I forgot my gear, my landing gear. So landing gear is coming out.
1,000. Fukuoka Tower, all Nippon 121.
So 1,000 feet, that means we take control.
Runway 34 approach.
My plane.
All Nippon 1214 Fukuoka Tower. Altimeter 29.79er, wind 008 at 17. Cleared ILS runway tree 4 approach.
I set my plane. Okay, thank you. There we go. Give me.
Cleared ILS runway tree 4 approach. All Nippon 1214.
So pray for your life now.
500.
And we get some messages. Not really interested to read that now. So Ready for impact.
100. 50. 40. 30. 20. Retard. 10. 5.
So there we go. We landed. And it seems my brakes are not working pretty good, so we try to go here.
Turn next taxiway. JetStar 320 contact ground on 121.7.
GS77, it looked good to you? Well, I think it looked good. So we turn off the landing lights, we put on a taxi light, and then we can continue.
121.7 JetStar 320.
Fukuoka Airport information, Quebec 090.
I didn't need to do that. So request a taxi to the gates.
Taxi to the gate.
JetStar 320 taxi to gate 6 using taxiway.
Lanok, landing today, 10 of 10. Okay, thank you.
Taxi to gate 6 via taxiway.
I think it was a nice landing. It was smooth.
お願いいたします。まもなくスポットに到着いたします。飛行機が完全に停止し、シートベルト着用のサインが消えるまで座席にお座りのままでお待ちください。また、降機の際は前方にお座りのお客様より順にご案内いたします。皆様のご協力をお願いいたします。Ladies and gentlemen, please be reminded that you must remain in your seat until the seatbelt sign goes off. We thank you for your understanding.
Thank you very much. And so we taxi to our gate, and then we can also see the airport and the replay, of course, like always. Lanok, no gummy bears left. Well, the cargo bay is full with, so I have plenty of them for you. And so we turn to the right here, and then to the left. So if you can see, oops, don't turn very well. As you can see, this is not a standard airport. And so we go to our gate, we'll park there. And we will deboard or deplane the passengers, and then we also continue with the replay. It seems not to steer very well. Lanok, okie dokie, see you all. Well, thank you for watching, mate, and hope to see you very soon again. So we will park here just a little bit further, and that's pretty far. So that guy actually let me coming and let me crash. So we set parking brake. Here we go. Parking brake is set, and then we can already deplane.
Ladies and gentlemen, the doors have now opened and we are ready to disembark the aircraft. Once again, thank you for flying us today and hope to see you in our future.
Chatway is already connected. So, and then we look for the airport. So now our plane will power up again. So this is the airport, freeware, and this side is, looks okay. But you have two parts of it. You have also a terminal on the other side where the pink livery is, and that is not working properly. And so these are actually two downloads from two different people, but it should work together. but if I checked it out, then you see that jetways are missing, or partly are missing, and before they were working. So like here you have a jetway, and then here it's missing, and so it's not working perfectly. And then you have the name of the airport as well, so always nice to see that. So this is Freeware Airport.
Fukuoka ground Orange Liner 516 requesting pushback. Orange Liner 516.
Also the scenery in the back with the mountains are very nice to see. And this is the main terminal, so that looks pretty good for a freeware. And you have also the name here. So now we go to the replay, but first I will show you the landing rating. So I have a landing rating of 265 on this one, and I will also show you more flight here. So flight report. Cannot do that. Heading off now, use subcompact. Well, we'll see you very later. No problem, mate. Have a wonderful day, and I'll see you soon. Enjoy your day. So we go to our landing. And we stop the replay first, and then we begin for landing. And I will go a bit forward because otherwise it takes a bit too long already. Can still go a bit. So this is our landing. It was a decent one. That's how it felt. We are almost at the runway here. We just came in a little bit early, otherwise we had maybe a nicer sun going under and nicer view. So this is the landing. Yeah, the pop-up text showed under 150, yeah, I believe that I saw something like that. So it says now 144, and if I see at the lookout tool it gives me a 345, so that's even worse. But I think the landing itself, it was a very smooth, and I don't know how much you can count on those numbers that they give you. So we will check it again. So for me this was a decent landing. So it was pretty centered as well, I believe, as you can see. I think this was a decent, more than a decent landing. and then we show it one more time from this position,
Fukuoka approach Airbus is
and then we can
southeast of Fukuoka 500 feet.
close up,
Request flight following.
and we see each other back again this evening. Then we do a JetBlue flight from Bermuda to Boston. So and that's also in this plane, the Fenix A320-200, and then tomorrow we switch to the 737 from PMDG.
Roger, Airbus.
So here is our landing. And you can see that we have a little bit of wing flex. We also saw that very little in the flight, but here you can see that there is some wing flex. So this is everything for this morning stream. At least morning stream for me and for some European people here, like GH77. But for the other people it will be a night or late evening already, or afternoon. So hope to see you very soon again, and then this evening the next flight 9 o'clock AM, no PM European time, and then we are back from Bermuda to Boston with JetBlue. So until then, see you and take care. Thanks for watching. Bye bye. And that's the wrong button again. There we go. See you guys. Thanks for watching, and GH77, thank you very much. Have a wonderful day as well. Thank you. Bye bye.